Earlier this morning, I spoke to Rabbi Jeffrey Myers, who was residing in the sanctuary when the shooter struck. Rabbi, thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you are feeling our thoughts and prayers. How are you bearing up this morning?
I guess as best as one could expect. I don't think I've had much sleep yet. I'm sure at some point that will come.
And your congregation?
Still coping with the tragedy. I think people are in various stages of trauma, mourning, disbelief, shock, all rolled into one.
Try to take us back to those moments when you realized something was going wrong in your Saturday morning service.
Our services began at 9:45 in the morning. We had, at that point when I started, 12 people in the sanctuary. Within the first, maybe no more than 5 minutes, I heard a loud sound in our lower lobby, which is one flight of stairs below our sanctuary. At first, I thought it was the sound of one of our stainless steel coat racks that had fallen. Within the next 15 seconds, the sound repeated, and it was apparent to me at that time, just instinct, I guess, that that was not the sound of a piece of metal falling, that it was rapid fire. At that point, I loudly instructed my congregants to drop to the floor and be silent and don't move. The people who were towards the front of the sanctuary, the number that were there, I quickly tried to evacuate them up through the back of the sanctuary because it's a rather labyrinth type of a building. Regretfully, there was no way for me to get back to the remaining 8 people that were in the back of the sanctuary. One of them was wounded. Thank God she will survive her injuries. The remaining 7 people were slaughtered in my sanctuary.
You did have the presence of mind to call 911 and stayed on that line for 20 agonizing minutes.
It felt like an eternity. I learned, we had a session back in August with our community security advisor, and I learned a number of important things from him. One of them was to carry my cell phone. I normally don't carry it on the Jewish Sabbath, but I learned from him, as he said, Rabbi, it's a different world. You need to carry it, and I'm so grateful for his presence and teaching me. So I knew right away I needed to call 911, so I stayed on the phone with them until the SWAT team extricated me from the synagogue.
Did you ever believe, though, that it could happen in the Tree of Life synagogue?
I never believed it could happen anywhere. I mean, certainly not to me. I don't have any reason to think I or anyone would be immune from such an occurrence, but never in one's wildest dreams could I believe that something like this could ever possibly happen. I guess I could look back with a little hindsight, and I guess I'm here, maybe God had some purpose for me to be in the community, and perhaps I'm just fulfilling what part of that purpose might be.
And what do you want everyone watching right now to know about the victims of this attack?
Well, many will just see this as an attack upon the Jewish community. It's not. It's an attack upon America. When American citizens cannot freely and safely worship in their house of worship and celebrate their Sabbath, and it concerns me because it challenges the safety and security of all Americans in any house of worship, and that's very troubling.
It's an important reminder, Rabbi. Thank you for your time this morning. Again, we're very sorry for your loss.
Thank you for your time, George.
All Americans in any house of worship. Can you imagine what a sign of the times that a rabbi has to be trained to deal with a mass shooting?
And the way he phrased it, slaughtered. He said they were slaughtered.
They were.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.